Caleb, what's up, man?
Hello, how you doing?
What's up? Hey, so this guy, Caleb, I've been talking to him for a long time. A lot of you guys I meet through just DMs. Like I'll click a DM and we end up, kind of getting a good rapport. So what's up, Caleb?
Not a whole lot, just enjoying the pipe. Matter of fact, this is my Elvis pipe. I wasn't planning on smoking this before I talked to you, but Elvis had one of these. It's a long champ, and I just figured I'd come out, and I was going to do some writing, but I saw you had a stream, so I was going to jump on the stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on here for about an hour. I wanted to get on before everybody started to do their 4th of July barbecues and all that stuff.
Right.
So I noticed your accent. What state are you in?
North Carolina.
North Carolina?
Yeah.
Born and raised, huh?
Yep. Originally the western part, now I live in the eastern part.
Got it. So what do you think, what's your answer to the question I pose to everybody who comes in? What do you think about Donald Trump, or if it was Biden or whoever playing If I Can Dream? I'll say that whether you're a Biden fan or a Trump fan, I think it is cool that they are, Elvis gets some publicity from it. What do you think on that?
Well, first and foremost, we're Elvis fans, so I'm like you. I don't care if he gets any positive press. I'm happy about it.
Right, that's right.
I don't care who did it. But, I mean, you also have to look at their musicians alive, old school musicians, Stevie Wonder, and, other people of that same generation that have played stuff while they've been alive. So I don't understand why somebody would be upset about Trump using, I mean, unless they just hate Trump, I mean, there are some people that are like that, and I'm objective. I don't hate Trump. I'm not, a super fan of Trump.
Yeah.
I take the good with the bad, but I try to do that with every politician, because there's not one politician you're going to agree 100% with anything.
Yeah.
So, but any time that Elvis gets positive press, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, those are my thoughts too. Whether you like the politician or not, and you're not going to agree with every politician on everything. See, I think politics divides people a lot because the media wants to divide and separate. But that's another topic. I agree with you that it's positive press for Elvis. Everybody's talking about Elvis performing on Instagram or Facebook or on YouTube at a Trump rally. So I think that's good for him.
Yeah, I agree. Anything that makes Elvis look good. Now that new Priscilla movie coming out, I'm not happy about that.
I don't know if that's going to make Elvis look good.
Oh, I think it's going to it's going to further perpetuate the lie that he was a rapist and all that sort of stuff,
Yeah, I don't think it's good. I read the book, and for everybody watching this, read the book. It doesn't really put Elvis in the best light.
No.
It's going to focus on them meeting in the Army when she was a minor.
Right.
Priscilla says they never actually did anything. They never had sex, but I guess they did sexual things.
Right.
And immediately we think, oh, that's so wrong.
Right.
And I'm not saying it is or isn't, but I'm saying that maybe if you look at the time period in the late 50s, and especially Elvis coming, living in the South, in Tennessee, and in Mississippi, I was Googling this stuff a while ago, and I was looking at the average age that women back then married in those areas in the South, and it was 16.
Well, look, my great-grandmother on my mother's side, I think, was 10 years younger than my grandfather. So that was normal, and you can't really judge something by today's standards that happened, 2 generations before we were alive.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing is, people who go to the theater to watch that movie, they're not going to think that. They're not going to do a study. Really, what was it like back in the 50s? What was the common age of marriage in the 50s?
No,
you know what I mean? So that's why I think, what you said, I don't really know if that movie being remade from her book, Elvis and Me, is going to do any good for Elvis. I think it'll do good for Priscilla to get her name in the limelight, but we already had the Elvis movie last year, which was so great. I loved it. We already had the Elvis movie, Elvis is getting positive press. The movie was #1 for at least 1 week last summer. The Elvis soundtrack went #1.
Right.
And I just think we don't need this because it'll most likely cause, some negative press to come around Elvis. So I don't think it's a good idea.
No, I agree with you 100%. I mean, and I watched the movie 3 times, so And I don't think I've ever done that in the theater, watched the movie 3 times, but I love Elvis, and so I wanted to support it. Anything that's good for him is, you know, it makes me happy. You know, I want to see his legacy go on long after we're gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too. That's why I think it's cool, you know, whether any politician you like, you know, Democrat, Republican,
Right,
Independent, if they put Elvis up there, it's good press for Elvis, and we're Elvis fans, you
right.
know, first, like you
Well,
said. So,
and Elvis was pro-America, so anything that is pro-America in any sort of way,
mhm.
I think Elvis would have loved that aspect of it, even if he didn't necessarily agree with the politician.
I think so too, yeah. People say Elvis, well, he didn't get into politics, and that was smart that he didn't comment on every single political or social opinion
Yeah,
because, you know, he wanted to not divide his audience. He wanted to sell records and
right.
stuff. But I think that Elvis is definitely pro-America.
Yeah,
Maybe you could even say a nationalist.
right.
But I'm kind of interested. So tell everybody watching why you like pipes so much. What is it about? Because I don't
Uh-huh.
smoke, you know. So I asked people in the past who are really into like tobacco or like pipes. What is it? Is it like, do you get like a little nicotine buzz? Like, what's the draw?
I wouldn't say that it's more
Because Elvis liked
right.
cigarettes and all the cigars and stuff. So tell us.
You have to separate cigars and pipes from cigarettes. It's a completely different method. The way it's cured is completely different. The way you use it is completely different. Yeah, I'm smoking it, but I'm not inhaling it into my lungs for a nicotine high. You know, it's purely flavor. I mean, I probably am getting a little bit of nicotine, but not enough to matter. I'm not scratching myself if I don't have a pipe. I'm not in a bad mood if I don't have a pipe or a cigar. It's a relaxation thing, you know. And I started smoking cigars first, just cigars. And I smoked cigars probably about a year and a half before I decided to try a pipe because I like the idea of a pipe. And I started smoking when I started writing. I found that,
Writing, you said?
yeah, writing. I used to write articles all the time, and I still write, just not for a
I
publication.
remember that article you posted me about racism, or you sent to me about racism, how
Yeah,
Elvis wasn't racist.
yeah, right. And Elvis and his politics. You know what we do know about his politics. But I started smoking cigars when I started writing, and I found that I enjoyed it. I liked the idea of smoking cigars, you know, because I grew up watching old Clint Eastwood movies and all that kind of stuff. So I thought it was just a traditional masculine thing, and so that's why I started. But then after I tried it, I found I like it, so I figured I'd stay with it, and I find that it puts my mind at ease. You know, writing can be a very stressful process, and
Tedious, huh?
some of my best ideas have come to me while I've been smoking a cigar or smoking a pipe.
Yeah, yeah, probably because you're so
Yeah,
relaxed.
I mean,
That
it's real easy.
article, if you want to send me that article, if you want to DM me that article again, I'll post more of it.
Sure,
Or
sure.
I'll post it again. I think I posted all of it, but it was a really good article, and I think it was last
Yeah,
summer. A lot of people look at my stories, but I'm going to post it again because it's a good. It would be a good refresher.
that'd be great because I mean, I was really happy about it because I had never seen anybody dive into Elvis's politics because we really don't know a lot. But
Uh,
I mean, we do know that he hated racism and that he was all about equality under the law and everybody being given a fair shake. You know, I mean,
right,
you can tell that by how he lived and how he treated the people around him. He loved
for
his
sure,
people.
for sure. Yeah, he's a kind-hearted guy, and that's one of the things I admire about Elvis.
Yeah.
All right, Caleb, but it was good talking to you.
All
Thanks, man.
righty.
It's nice that I've been we've been chit-chatting, you know, on DM for a long time, but it was good to actually talk to you somewhat face to face.
Yeah, it was good to put a face with a name, so to speak. I've been looking at you
Right,
on the screen for quite a while now.
right, yeah, actually interacting now.
Yeah,
So good
I
talk.
appreciate what you do. Like the other guy said, you do have one of the best channels out there, and I'm not just saying that to puff up your head, but you've got the same passion that I've got, and I appreciate that. From a younger guy to another younger guy, it's a beautiful thing to see. It really is.
Thanks, man. Good talking to you, and have a good
You
fourth.
too.
Thanks, man. See ya.
See.